Welcome in, guys, to another edition of Against the Odds Betting. As always, I'm your host, Spider. A couple of games tonight, way more than the previous two nights. I believe that we have a 10 to 11 game slate tonight going. And not trying to force anything, as always, just trying to find some quality plays for you guys. Coming to you a little earlier than normal, which is a good thing, trying to make up for last night as well. I have about 5 picks for you guys tonight. All player props, no teams in there. I'm pretty sure with 11 game slate, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna figure out some teams that you may or may not like, right? Pardon me. So to start off, I'm gonna start with the Washington taking on the 76ers. As we all know, I believe the Sixers haven't played in about 3 to 5 days. The last 2 games that they played was on the road. I believe they lost both those games as well. But tonight, Joel Embiid should be back in the lineup for them. I believe Tyrese Maxey should be back in the lineup for them as well. But one of the guys I'm going to be targeting tonight will be Kyle Kuzma, right? He played for Washington Wizards. And one of the things I'm going to be targeting him for specifically is his rebounds, right? So on the line, they have him at under 5.5 rebounds. Now, his average, he's playing at home. His average at home this season is 5.9. So basically about 6 rebounds, right? And you take a slight tick in that when he play on the road at 6.3. So anywhere between 6 to 7 rebounds you can expect from him on the road as well, right? So as I said, by him averaging 5.9 rebounds, almost 6 rebounds on the season at home, and on the line they have him at 5.5. I actually do like that. He may land just on 6, which will be good for us. So that will be my first play tonight, is Kyle Kuzma over 5.5 rebounds, right? And mind you, one more note on that: Kyle Kuzma have cashed his over 5.5 rebounds in all 6 meetings versus Joel Embiid since he had been traded from the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, just to keep that in mind. My second play for tonight is going to be in the San Antonio Spurs versus the Timberwolves game tonight. And in this one, I'm looking at a guy where I have never bet with him. Before. But the projection shows really well for him. He has actually been doing really well, I would say. And his name is Zach Collins, he's a center for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, with his minutes and his usage, right? With his minutes and his usage, on the line, I see they have him, opening line, they have him at 10.5. Currently, they didn't bump the line to 11.5. So if you own a sports book such as DraftKings or maybe FanDuel, you maybe can go to the alternative line and actually take it back down to over 10.5 instead of the 11 that they have him at. And I would play it. I would actually play it up to 11.5 because I do have him projected for about 16 points. So with the amount of minutes that he's going to actually be out there tonight, I actually do look for him to, maybe get some putbacks, rebounds, or hit a couple shots here and there, a couple free throws, or whatever the case may be. So I really do like Zach Collins over 10.5 points. Now, another one, staying with Zach Collins, also on the line, they have his points and rebounds at 16.5, which is also not a bad play as well. So I do support both those 2 plays with Zach Collins from the San Antonio Spurs, right? Sticking with that game, another person I'm going to be looking at is Karl Anthony Towns. I'm going to focus on his assists, to be particular. On the line, they have him at over 2.5 assists, which he has been hitting that at a 57 rate for the over, right? So in all the games, pretty much, if you have just singly bet that pick by itself, right, you would be actually hitting at a 57% clip, which is not a bad percentage, right? Anything over, I believe, 52 to 53%. If you can actually have a winning percentage in that bracket and above, of course, you will actually will be profitable in terms of a sports betting, right? So Carl Anthony Towns over 2.5 assists. I do like that because outside of Anthony Edwards, who else is there one of their main guys? Carl Anthony Towns, right? We do have Rudy Gobert over there, but he's more so for securing some rebounds here and there, getting some putback layups or stuff like that. And just being there as a defensive anchor for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So not too much emphasis on him, so to speak, in terms of offense. Carl Anthony Towns will be on the floor enough where he have more than enough opportunity to pass the ball, and I do like that. I said hitting at a 57% clip. I do project him at about 3 to about 4 assists, so I do like that play as well. And my last play that I will have for you guys will be in the NHL. You do have the Dallas Stars taking on the Florida Panthers, and in that one, I'm not taking a side at all. So all 5 picks tonight, no sides. It's just player props, and let's see how we go. As always, you can always join me on Instagram if you haven't already. We have a Discourse over there, $20 a week for all picks, right? So Monday through Sunday, which normally only do the show from Monday to Friday. So you still will have access to me over the weekend for those that do want to join our Discord, right? And it's not a traditional Discord, so you don't have a lot of people in there in a chat or anything like that. This particular Discord is $20 a week. You pay. I send you the picks directly to your inbox, your phone number, your email, whichever way that you want the picks to come to you directly. Anything else that you want to do with the picks after that is definitely up to you, right? So in that particular match, in the Dallas versus the Florida Panthers, I'm going to be looking at Jason Roberts for his shots on goal, right? There's a lot of people on the line, of course, for shots on goal. But his over 2.5 shots on goal is a -120. So that's actually giving us good value on that particular play. And I'm actually going to take that, right? I'm going to take Jason Roberts over 2.5 shots on goal because he's on their top power play unit for Dallas. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't even be surprised if he should actually be an anytime goal scorer tonight. And that would be a lean. So I would not be surprised at all to see Jason Roberts in the score sheet in terms of a goal. But I do like his shots on goal over 2.5. I will be taking that at a -120. Projection for him, I have him right around 3. He probably can sneak another one in there for 4. But I got him projected at 3, which would be our 2.5 that we need, because 2.5 is 3, right? As always, guys, leave a comment, help the algorithm grow. If you know somebody else that partake in sports betting, feel free to have them join the channel, have them subscribe to the channel and join the channel. The YouTube channel is absolutely free. We're here giving picks from Monday to Friday. As always, we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Let's cash some overs.